Hello guys, xin chào. So this is officially my first hello on this YouTube channel. My name is Dieu Anh and you guys can call me DA for short. This is just the first two letters on my Vietnamese name. Oh, I use my hands so much. Okay. It's too nervous for me to talk to the camera in English like this, but I just wanted to share that I created this channel to share with you guys my journey of learning English. So let me start my very first video on this YouTube channel by sharing with you guys my story. I was born and raised in a small village in central Vietnam. Back to my childhood, I didn't have the internet at that time, so no YouTube, no Facebook, and no access to the world outside. There were no English centers in my hometown, and until now there are only few English centers taught by Vietnamese teachers. And because of that, even by the time I was 25, I couldn't speak English properly, even when I can, understand the reading text. But I felt it so difficult for me to understand what foreigners and native speakers say in real context. So 2 years ago, I had the chance to go to Korea for a training course, which was taught 100% in English. Before the trip, I was so excited, like that was the second time I had the chance to go to another country. For 3 weeks, which was such a long time, and especially that course was 100% sponsored. But it turned out to be very tough for me because my English was so bad at that time. I couldn't express my ideas and communicate effectively with the friends and professors in the course. And when I was back to my hometown, I just feel so regret. I wish I studied English harder, more serious, so that I can, express myself better during that trip. My English now is much better than in that trip, but when it comes to deeper topics such as education, business, or culture, it's hard for me to share my points of view. I decided now is the time. 2026 is the year that I focus on personal growth, and I decided to take the IELTS test by the end of this year. So I'm ready to take you guys along with me on this journey, and I love to connect with every friends out there who are studying English like me. And on this YouTube channel, I'm gonna make a lot of videos about my life in Vietnam, a girl who is working full-time but also studying English. So stay tuned if you are interested. Thank you for being with me on this very first moment. Enjoy the video, guys! Morning guys, I literally just rolled out of my bed a few minutes ago and I'm now at my desk. Last night I was lying on my bed thinking like, gosh, girl, you are wasting so much time and you are basically putting your life on hold. I always told myself, okay, so tomorrow or next week or next month or even next year or after this holiday, I'm gonna study for the IELTS again, and that's perfect day has never came. So just to give you some context, I actually set a goal to myself to get an 8 on the IELTS like 2 or 3 years ago. I even paid for 2 online courses that cost me 2 months' salary. It's a lot of money, and that's why I feel very guilty for throwing it away and not being very serious about it. So I've decided today's 3rd of May is the day. So let's go. Okay, so first thing first, I need to know where I'm standing right now. So to do that, I'm gonna take a mock test. Since I found some free demo tests online for reading and listening, so I'm gonna start with those 2 skills first. Okay. so nervous, so let's see. 7.5! Oh my gosh. This employee. Okay, so I just finished the listening test and I got a 7.5. Not a bad start, right? Especially when it's been forever since I done a full mock test like this. And I realized that my biggest issue is that I get distracted very easily. While the audio is playing, my mind just wandering off somewhere else, and by the time I snap back to reality, I realized that I've missed the whole sentences or even some parts of the paragraph. So I think I definitely need to work on my concentration and learn how to stay focused for the full 30 minutes. It's been challenging because I'm the person who getting distracted very easily. Okay, so now let's move on to the reading test. Let's go. Doing the test on this website, I cannot, highlight the keywords, so it's affect to my performance on the test because I think I'm the type of person who need to, highlight, underline the key points while I'm reading everything. And I think if we can highlight the keywords, it will help us do the test easily. Okay guys, I'm just done with the reading test. I feel so thirsty right now. 60 minutes is such a long period of time and it's very hard for me to stay focused. So here it is. I'm gonna show you. So in the part 1, I got
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 5, 6, 7. 7 out of 13 questions wrong.
So, over 50%. Because I feel like the passage in the part 1 is really difficult to understand. Alright, so I've done with the reading test. I got 7. It's not bad, but it's not good either. So after doing the mock test, I realized that I don't really know how to handle the test. I mean, the technique. In the reading test, we have different types of questions like matching headings, true false not given, or multiple choice. And I don't know which one I should tackle first. So it's taken me so much time to get out of the part 1. Okay, so let's go out to study. It is now 6 p.m. and I'm gonna go to a free co-working space in my city, which is just 5 minutes from here. So let's go. Hey guys, so I just got back home and now I'm starving. So I'm gonna whip up some instant noodles for myself. So as I have this available in my room, so I'm gonna make this spicy noodle. This is actually one of my favorite noodle brands so far and I love it, Hiiii. Okay, but first thing first, I'm gonna choose an English video to play while I'm doing the chores. This is just my habit. For example, while I'm cooking or cleaning the room, I'm gonna have some, something in English playing as the background sound so that I can practice English more. And sometimes I even, shadow the sound and the voice of speaker. I think it's one of the passive way to learn English.
X is here. I always tell people that like when you go to the Met Gala, like the most crazy part of it is like happening in the bathroom.
What the dog doing?
Morning, guys. Guess what? I say good morning, but it is now already 4:08 p.m. And I guess it's not really morning anymore. To be honest, I woke up at 9, but I got sucked into the doom scroll on TikTok and Instagram for almost 2 hours. And I was like, girl, you need to wake up now. But I couldn't find any energy to actually wake up. So I decided to take a shower. And for me, showering is a very good way to recharge myself and to feel more refreshed. So here we are. I am already done with my makeup and this is my outfit. I'm not sure how to show you guys my outfit today, but I'm wearing a white short skirt and a light blue baby doll. It's a cute outfit for today. I'm feeling a pretty down of wasting the whole morning, so I need to do something to turn the day around. So now we're gonna go to the Starbucks to log in for studying and working.
Staring at the tapestry above the bed you gave me. I still haven't washed my sheets. I still smell you in the bed you used to rest your head on. How the hell am I supposed to see? Can we both face our demons? Can we change like the seasons?
Hi guys, as you guys can see, I'm finally back home. It is now 10 p.m. already. So I just wanted to do a quick sum up of what I've managed to do so far over the last 2 days of getting back into the IELTS. First off, I organized everything. I quickly gone through all the materials and sorted them into folders like writing, speaking, reading, and listening. Like I mentioned before, even though I stopped halfway through those 2 online courses that I paid for, I still have all the recordings and materials in PDF file. My plan at the moment is to focus on reading and listening first. I'm gonna watch the recordings and go through all the materials that I had. And also, I'm gonna do the practice test and build the vocabulary as I go. In the meantime, I'm keeping up with practice speaking daily by filming these videos. So that's my plan at the moment, and after that I'm gonna move on to the writing and speaking skill. Writing and speaking, I've decided to study it in parallel. The logic is simple because when I study a topic vocabulary, I'm gonna apply them in both tests so that I can remember the words longer and I can practice both tests at the same time. So as I thought, like reading and listening is kind of the input and writing and speaking is the output, so it needs to go in parallel. So that's my plan. This is just the beginning. Tomorrow is going to be a bit of roller coaster because I'm finally back to my full-time job. So it's gonna be a hectic days, but I decided to stay positive and take one day at a time. Anyway, thank you very much for watching until now. Stay tuned for the rest of this journey, guys. Bye bye. Sleep tight. Mwah.